My name's Steve Rowley, and I'm Chairman and Chief Executive of IHS. My career history is really running technology or technology-enabled companies. And I sold a company back in 2012. Having done that, I wanted to go on and do another role, work with people who I enjoyed and shared the same values as me. And when I met Battery Ventures, I found the chemistry was great with the team there, and they invited me to become their executive in residence. And it's a grand title, but what it actually means is working with a couple of guys on a project over time. We focused on one particular sector, which was technology in the hotel sector. We acquired IHS in July 13. It turned out to be a very complex acquisition of a relatively small company. It had 4 operating divisions. There was a training business called IFH, and there was a small software business called Nexus. There was also a startup business called Elite. The first thing that we did was to close Elite and begin selling IFH. And Nexus we folded into Trust. So essentially we simplified our business. So we ended up with just 2 key divisions, one of which is called Trust, and the other is World Hotels. The Trust side of the business is a technology business. It's basically a software as a service platform providing an online reservation system with lots of distribution channels. And so our system is connecting the hoteliers to ways of selling their hotel rooms. The vision was that we believed that there was a very good growth opportunity for Trust, the technology side of the business. The plan was to drive hard the expansion in the US and in Asia Pacific. The second part of the growth strategy was to look at whether we could address independent hotels and small chains as well as the large chains. When I got to know the management team, I realized that A, they were very good, and B, they'd been restrained. And so the most important strategic move we made was to cut the shackles on the management team and say, you're ambitious, you want to go for it, get it done. When we got the business, they were growing revenue 3 or 4% per annum, and EBITDA was at 9.5%, 10%. When we sold the business, revenue was growing at 13% and EBITDA was at 20%, so we hit those targets. That is a very aggressive growth. It means you're winning a lot of new customers. We acquired IHS in July 2013 and immediately began work on an acquisition, InnLink, and that acquisition completed in April 2014. And they had similar technology to us, but they were serving independent hotels. It was a great acquisition, and it added about 2 million euros to our bottom line over time, and gave us a great foothold in the US with independent hotels. If you run a business the best you possibly can, then good things happen. Customers obviously select you, people want to come and work for you, and inevitably people in the industry want to buy you. And one day, Sabre Corporation approached us and inquired about buying the business. And in fact, that sale closed in January 2016.